Alright, looks like the momentary hookup with the stream key is gone. So let's get a sound test. Alright, looks like the momentary hookup with the stream key is. Yes.
It's not bad feeling either.
Alright. Welcome to Far Beyond the Foundry. I'm your host, Alexandria Garfield, and we are on my character, Sonek. He is my half Vulcan, half Romulan. He's all Vulcan, as far as the game's concerned, but I made him before Romulans came out, so his backstory is he got a little Romulan in him. That's why he got the goatee. He's a little evil. Flies the Micah Brack. And anybody who knows their Star Trek history knows who Micah Brack is. So I'm not going to go through that, but I like to. All of Sonek's ships are named after famous minor characters or guest stars in Star Trek. Either I think just the original series and the animated series. I don't think I went into Next Generation or anything like that. So that being said, we're going to play my first tactical officer, and we are going to find a nice Foundry mission here in the old Foundry queue because the doors are not working. More. Browse all because, you know, we don't want to do just necessarily the good stuff. Yeah. Mostly ground alkylates because at the time they were getting it. Let's go ahead and do a custom search. Let's try to get in that nebulous area between 3 and 4 stars. Sorry. Let's see what we get. Alright, we are going to try to do... Oh, I don't know. Let's see. Something that looks interesting. Something that looks good. Just kind of looking through. First thing that catches my mind, or catches my eye, we're going to do. There it is. We're going to do the Alexandria incident. I kind of like things ships that are episodes that are named like that. And this is by Genji.
Genji, I need healing.
Alright. So, this mission does qualify for the standard Foundry rewards, so I'm going to get a little bit of the lithium. The Alexandria Museum Complex is debuting its inaugural exhibit, a fleet of restored starships from the Starfleet's history, featuring starships from the beginning of Starfleet's exploration missions in the late 2200s to the early 2400s. We are going to do the ribbon cutting ceremony. I hope I don't blow up Dupe headquarters. You are cordially invited to the inaugural celebration for the Alexandria Museum Complex. This celebration includes a banquet with the captain and the crew of our museum ships, as well as an access tour of all the ships for you and the crew. So we're going to Bajam. Alright. I don't know, do I have any good transwarps? We'll just go to our space dock then. That's just easier. I'm out in the middle of Cardassian space. It would be quite a trip. I mean, I don't mind making the trip, but it doesn't make exactly good for good TV. I guess transwarping doesn't really. I mean, they got some good cinematics and whatnot. I hope they get the doors fixed. I kind of like just flying up to random planets and taking one of the 3 missions that came up with it. I really like that. Bring that back. Ooh, Jupiter. I've got the Jupiter. I like my carriers. We will go to Pajam. I sure do miss the old Genesis system. I'm one of the few people who really enjoyed it, I think. I really got a lot out of it. Alright, we are at Pajam. Judging by this, I need to make every character, they've kind of messed up my display. Yeah. There we go. I find you have to do it twice. Alright, we are going to enter the Alexandria Museum complex. Welcome USS Micah Brack. We are expecting you. Good to be expected. So I've been working with OBS and I'm getting some things down smoother. So we're going to be having like new features like AFK screens, although I don't really go AFK much. When I game, it's kind of like when I drive, I kind of have that ability to kind of be able to go long distances. It's something that I get from my Tennessee truck driving grandfather, I suspect. The station is expecting us, Captain. It would be rude to keep them waiting. Well, I agree. Being half Vulcan, I'm never rude. Never. Even my sarcasm is polite. Boy, since I've been gone, a lot of people have sure stepped up their game. Their map game, at least. This is a pretty backdrop. Greetings and welcome, Micah Brack. USS Micah Brack. That kind of sounds like, and especially if you have a ship named after somebody, that sounds a little awkward. The curator has extended you a special invitation. A close flyby of our museum ships. Request you reduce speed when you are in the vicinity of the station. Fly by each of the museum ships at 1/2 impulse. We'll also have an honor escort of my ships, or my Delta Delta Flyers, which for an escort carrier are terrifically overpowered. I love my Delta Flyers. Well, we have the USS Albion, the USS Organia. We'll go to the Albion first. Oh, I have to. It says fly by the Albion. Well, that would have frustrated me, but that would have been my own fault. Enjoy the view, Micah Brack. It's not every day you get to see a vintage ship like this one up close. Looks like it's a Connie. Yeah, we got T6 Connies in now. I wish I could get one, but boy, did they make them expensive. By any stretch of the idea. Alright, we see you, Micah Brack. Have a pleasant stay. Organia is a modified Excelsior or a regular? It's like regular. Thought it might be like the B-type Enterprise. The USS Archer. Probably named after Captain Archer. I can't remember his first name right now. I want to say Steven. An X-class vessel. How hard it was to find an NX intact. Well, if you go out into local space, there's no more, okay. Welcome, Admiral Sonic. It is good of you to accept my invitation. You are the last of the guests to arrive. Please beam down. I await you in the social hall. Looks like a very good job at doing the character, too. Kind of made him look like an old, distinguished Vulcan. Alright. Sonic has my all-alien crew. I try to make the male aliens look fantastically weird. The only problem about the Foundry, of course, long loading times compared to regular missions. But, you know, the read is not outrageous. I grew up on Commodore 64, so I'm used to waiting a long time. Like waiting, like, you know, like getting a ham sandwich while waiting for Red Storm Rising to load up. Okay, we have beamed down, so we've completed that one instantaneously, and now we're going to speak to the curator. Curator Silvok. Welcome, Admiral Sonic. I am Silvok, curator of this museum. Looks like he's got a lot of talking about it. I don't really want to know about your character. Let's see, though. He's probably... he gives a little bit of backstory. That's... Oh, wait. He's got more. So, no, that's it. That's good. That's what I like. Little brief little snippets. Okay, so they just renamed the ship Archer. Yes. Okay, so he does make a differentiate between the fact that Excelsiors are still flying about. Who else is in attendance? Among the guests is Admiral Takarin, the Starfleet Security Sector Chief. He is gruff and often does not share my enthusiasm for historical relics, but is supported nonetheless. You don't say. The opening ceremony will be held in the auditorium shortly. At the ceremony, there will be a rather significant announcement as well. It is my hope that it will be a pleasant surprise to everyone. I look forward to hearing it. Okay, I'll go ahead and mingle. Speech to each of the captains. Well, I knew that was coming. Great, they even have period costumes. That's really, I really like that touch. That really was smart. Okay, so I am going to talk to Captain David Wilson. He's obviously on the Archer. Hello, Admiral. I can hardly believe we did it. The task of restoring the Archer was monumental, but we did it. Well, where did you find an original NX? Curator Silvok is a tyrant for details, and I would accept nothing less than an original. Enterprise was at the San Francisco yards. They'd never part with the 01. They talked to they searched every mothball fleet from here to Cardassia and got into touch with the Klingons. Still couldn't find it. And well, what happened? In the Antares Expanse, an old Tellarite junk dealer was specializing in Space Hawks, and he found one. Alright. How difficult was it? The ship was in pieces, assessed the damage. The engineer went mad. Dry dock, fabricated. Vulcan death watches. Well, that's a little bit, you know, unkind. Alright. So everything worked. Oh yeah, Silvok was very insistent. It can go into war, launch shuttle pods, grappler work. We could go into a fight if laser cannons are powerful, even compared to today's standards. No, they're not. Alright. Well, thank you for your time. Now I'll talk to Valerie Chirac, who's an Andorian. Yes, you are from the Albion. Was your ship difficult to take? Yes, but not excessively. We found an old hull, broken of a long-forgotten battle, and brought it here. No, that's it. Oh, we had plenty of parts. I feel a degree of pride that I was assigned to command the ship. The Constitution class was the mainstay of Starfleet for almost 4 decades. Lauded for their accomplishments in exploration and hardened in conflict and battle, they also had the largest loss, the most unexplained disappearances, and the most destroyed. I and my original crew are here to keep the history and the memory of these crews of the past and those on eternal patrol. Okay. Captain Tarsus looks up at you with a cold expression. She sips a drink of synthale and listens to her fellow captains. Yes, what do you want, Admiral? What can you tell me about the Organia? What is there to tell? It's an older hull, taken from the mothball fleet at Utopia Planatia and towed here for restoration. We've reactivated her systems and brought her back to fully functional status. It was the easiest to acquire and simplest to restore. Well, you don't sound very enthusiastic. Would you? Would you be excited to assign a showpiece? I was the commander of the Leonidas, a Regent-class cruiser on the front lines against the Klingons. And now? I'm a useless museum piece. Well, what happened to your Regent? Well, we were on patrol in the Conjure system and the Eta Eridani sector block when we came across a Klingon listening post orbiting one of their outer colonies. We engaged the Klingons and then beamed down to the post. My first officer led the boarding action, breaking through the control center and transmitting the outpost core data. However, he and his away team were captured and executed by the Klingons before we could extract them. Oh, I'm sorry. If that was only the end of it, I was furious, mad with loss. He and I were close. I heard a strike on the station, all weapons. The posts were obliterated instantly. Every Klingon on that outpost was killed. However, the barrage also knocked the Admiral off of its orbital axis and it fell into the atmosphere. It landed on the colony and nothing was left. I wouldn't stare at her horrified. I would be more like, why are you even in the fleet, even as a museum piece? We've got a facility for you with a number on it that has a whole bunch of, like, you know, has the female changeling, and I think it's called prison. Alright. That's the same look those psychiatric evaluators gave me when we returned to K7. The same look the fleet admiral gave me. The same look my crew gave me. Well, nice to know I'm in good company. Yeah, I'll leave you alone, Captain. Yeah, stay very far away. Okay, so the Klingon over here wants to talk to me. Admiral Takarn. My concerns go unheeded. That fool of a Vulcan continues to drain valuable resources. Well, yes, Admiral, what do you need? Fine. Okay. I need these people to see sense. This display provides nothing to the defense of the Federation's space. We fight a war on multiple fronts, and Starfleet sends resources to this frivolity. Okay. Sometimes I must remind myself that I am no longer of the Empire. Starfleet and the Federation are very different, but this is the choice I made. I am Admiral Takarn, Starfleet Security Sector Chief. Now, Admiral, I called you here for a reason. Okay. I am aware that this is a formal event with little concern for safety and security. Kalis knows that the Vulcan has none. However, I want to remain vigilant for any possible problems. Okay. Did you think you were invited here for shore leave? Use that head of yours for more than a helmet rack and think. Now go. Okay, alright, well, that's really great. Yeah. We're being honored. Using air quotes a lot in this mission. Captain, the Admiral raises a reasonable concern. I am running out of scans of the area and will report anything out of the ordinary. Yeah, that's my Gemini. He's on the ship. Grab a drink and wait for results. I'd like some Altair water. I'm Vulcan. I'm Vulcan. I didn't want any ice with this. Scan complete. Why isn't my Gemidar talking to me now? He's the one who ran the scan. He can report. He's got a mouth. He can talk. Scan complete. The interior of the museum is surprisingly well armored, as well as any frontline starbase. I'm detecting planetary grade shield emitters, as well as a full complement of phaser cannons. Okay, that's nice. This place is a fortress. We'll find out soon enough. I found some of the library station's old blueprints in the library computer. It was originally a repair base and dry dock. It was decommissioned about the same time as the Hopus supernova. Well, that wasn't too long ago. Okay, ship will run scans. Oh, hey, finally my Jimidar's back. Our scans confirm what you have found so far. This place is well defended and well armed. But there's a large portion that is dark on the sensors. Alright. A surprise? Could it be the surprise? So we're probably going to walk over there and find all the people over there again. He kind of needed to beam them out, I think. Wait. Let me make sure I'm going the right way. Probably. Most likely. Most likely this door works. Yay! Working doors. That's nice. It's a pretty good assembly hall. The curator is absent, but his voice is heard through the PA and is displayed through the hologram projector. Greetings and welcome to you all. Through these last grueling months, you have all worked tirelessly to bring back to life these pieces of history and monuments to Starfleet. Alright, a titanic effort was made to the spirit of the crews of the Archer, Albion, and Organa. So we salute them, the base and her ships. Captain sound off. Okay, they're going to do their little grade school introduction. Wow. Okay. That might be a little pumped up a little bit. I also wish to take this opportunity to announce the newest addition to the museum, acquired 4 months ago and kept here in secret as a special surprise. I give you a Jem'Hadar attack ship. Okay. Disabled Dominion ships were scuttled around and left intact. How they find one intact? Now they're carping over it. Oh, we're tired. We just finished 3 projects. And the Jem'Hadar apparently want their ship back, I guess. Oh. I hate Dominion teleport mines. Just the Dominion here, how's that possible? I don't know, but we will find out. We can't fight them. We don't have any weapons here. They're all in the armories on the ships, but those weapons are all period weapons. What do you need of us? Speak to the ranking officers. Oh yes, wonderful. Ketracel White. Yay. Rick Hunter. Oh, he doesn't want command. He just wants to fly his airplane in acrobatics. Gets the writing on this character right, at least. Yeah. Okay. So we're going to confidence boost a guy who's going to end up dating Min-May.
Oh.
I'm dead. I'm so dead. You know what they said about the Academy about the old red shirts. First one's on the ground. First one's to die. Yeah. Your other ranking security officer here, Lieutenant Heinlein, sir. All right. Everybody's armed. And there's a storage facility. Nurse. I don't recognize the name Gothley, so I guess I can't really make fun of it other than the obvious connotations. Lieutenant Kara, sir. Ranking Ops Officer. Funny, she doesn't look Bajoran. Alright, so she's going to try to restore communications. We are going to fight through the Jemadar advance. Oh, Lord. Are they actually on patrol? Are they? Is the advance going to be advancing? I'm going the wrong way. I guess I won't know. Oh, I see. No. There's just 2 waves. Wow, that's a lot of them. Everybody concentrate on him. I'll throw a plasma grenade. I like fire. Oh, so do they. I don't think Zuthan's gonna do it. That is the world's worst respawn point. Right in the middle of the second wave. And the second wave contains a founder. Dude, that's like a whole star off right there. That's bad. That's bad mechanics right there. You can't have that. I'm not too sure where the founder's running to. This entire mission seems to be kind of borked a little now. And this is what happens when you don't have things set right either. Then your stuff gets borked. What are you gonna do? go find the founder, who's slowly coming back, I guess. Alright, we're through. Up ahead is the exhibit storage warehouse. Tight enclosed space. Recommend caution. Can't raise the ship. And detecting life signs. Yeah, fight our way through here and discover the museum captains. I got a bad feeling we're going to have a lot of deaths in this one. It kind of depends on how many or how powerful the three groups are. But there are three whole entire groups in here. So if, say... I mean, my science captain could probably handle it. Science is kind of OP right now. I hate Dominion subspace mines. Alright, we didn't aggro this last group. They can go attack them. I'll select somebody else. Throw a grenade. I like fire. Yes, this week I actually have my. I actually had a tactical or a kit with stuff in it. So. No, no, no! Stop! Time out! Throw away the tribble. Talk to Captain Wilson. The Archer's commander is unconscious. Well, we can't talk to him then. A nasty looking wound is in the center of his chest, blackened and burned from weapon discharge. The curator, he did this. When David protested, he just turned around and shot him point blank. Oh yeah, it's just like, you know, the Middle Ages. We're doing the Dr. McCoy thing. He is a changeling, a founder here under my own nose. Maybe he's with Loss. The changelings are kind of fractured here in Star Trek Online. It's not that bad of a plot point. Well, we're going to do the blood test. He's going to be using... Alright, what's our next step? Scan the room for a palm-sized disruptor. Residual ionization. Can be tracked? Possibly. The disruptor was disposable. Ferengi construction designed to disintegrate after use. That's kind of a neat piece of tech to think about. I would actually kind of like to like to see that, you know? In the warehouse. Maybe disguised as a box. Scan statues. Guess he doesn't like Vulcan sculpture. He's not one of the Klingon statues. Oh. Problem with this mechanic, usually you have to... It's always going to be the last one kind of thing, and then it doesn't always really work out right. I hit the button. Am I missing something? Oh, it's this one right here. Oh, but the Undine container. That's too obvious. Okay. Talk to Founder. You have much to answer for. What happened to the real curator? Oh, he's dead. Because it needed to be him? Alright, why'd you replace it? So you restored 3 old ships so you could fight the Federation with 3 old ships. And win a single Jem'Hadar attack ship. I'm going to have to go back to the not very bright. You're like the dumbest founder I've met so far. By now, my occupation force is here. Your ship will be ours. Our crew and the crews of the museum ships will serve as our workforce, and the follow Starfleet will be wrought by your hands. I'm pretty sure that's not how that works, but... They have broken the communication jamming. Captain Wilson is being treated. Oddly enough, I have a Jem'Hadar, and he's probably not going to put up with this. It's like, no. No. I may worship the founder, but not this one. No. I need a competent founder. A Nadian resonance beam that has crippled the ship. Engines and weapons and long-range ship systems are down. Multiple warp signatures are incoming. Dominion and True Way. Oh, I hope I don't have to fight a Keldon. Don't make me fight a Keldon. I'll buy as much time as I can. So they're gonna go sacrifice the Excelsior. All right, return to the ship. I thought the NX had powerful pulse cannons, which would hold their own against modern stuff. Oh, they've already got some of the new screenshots in the game. That's nice. This is one of the few I actually like. All Alright, we're going to hail the Archer and hail the Albion. Nice of him to actually give me some time so I can launch my... Launch fighters! Launch fighters! Lay down. They're down. Alright. Hey, how's the Albion? What's its engines like? We've got plenty of power. Weapons? We got plenty of weapons. Shields? You're joking, right? Albion? How are your engines? Well, we got Warp 8. Weapons? We have blue phasers. Oh, good for you. Shield status. Yeah, we're not gonna, our shields are not gonna be that great. Okay. This is Commander Chevy calling from the Gemini derelict. Someone would like to speak to me. Okay. Alright, the Klingon Admiral is going to drive the Gemidar attack ship. Okay, not too sure what that was. I guess I kind of read it too quickly. They got weapons. Hull plating is intact. Alright. So it looks like we have our ships. So the Organia has engaged. A lot of fights. Four groups and 2 waves. Yes, I'm Romulan. I went plasma. Alright. Yeah, my fighters are really more than a match for most frigate level oppositions. The only problem I have with the shuttles is they don't have any really any kind of regeneration ability, so you kind of have to take care of your babies after every fight. I don't think I have another shield regenerator. He'll have to, well, he's getting a little bit of regeneration. We got a Gaylor, and, okay, thank goodness, no Keldon yet. I'd rather fight a Gemidar Dreadnought than a frickin' Keldon. Okay, the Gaylor is down. Let's clean him up. Yes, your fighters are now invulnerable to warp core explosions, but you are not. Which is too bad. I took perverse satisfaction watching my fighters blow up in them. Detecting a warp core detonation at the edge of the system, the Organia has been destroyed. It's a Jem'Hadar battleship. The Organia went toe-to-toe with that. It's a Keldon. You made me fight a Keldon. The science freaking battleship. Good thing I'm kind of overpowered now. Ugh. I hate those. Detecting additional warp signatures. Are they Starfleet? They are Starfleet. Reinforcements have arrived with a Jem'Hadar warship? This is the USS Micah Brack. This is Captain Authorez of the Macedonia leading the strike force. Report your condition. We're fine. We're all fine. How are you? Captain, they are locking weapons on us, the museum ships, and the museum itself. What? I don't get this. Or we got friends and foes coming in? Is that it? I think so. Yeah. I'd zip on over there. Well, I'll zip a little, but I'm going to let my ships catch up. That's a lot of spaceships. Talk to Foundry's flagship. Admiral, report our status. Report why you have a weapons lock on my ship. Who is not aboard? You're here for the curator? What is going on here? I'll allow the Foundry to explain. Good, because I'm confused. The Alpha Quadrant link is a tumultuous one. Though we are one in the link, our minds, our thoughts are often divided. I kind of got that. So we kicked him out because he was radical. We are here to take him home with the permission of our Starfleet. What if we want to put him in jail? It's a trap. So you kicked him out, and then you put a ship for him to use to bait him into doing his evil plot, and that just got an entire starship destroyed. The Alpha Quadrant link's not too bright. I mean, at least the Gamma Quadrant link was at least, you know, pretty intelligent in a twirling mustache kind of way. Although if the female founder had had a mustache to twirl, I think we'd all have been a little bit freaked out. Message from Takarn. What of the founder now? He is trapped aboard the facility with nowhere to run. We must capture him before he escapes. We had him captured. He's aboard one of the ships. We have found Takarn unconscious in the control room. Someone tried to suffocate him. He's coming around now. I won't go back to the link. I cannot go back to the link, blind, cowardly fools. The solids will attack us in time. They are distracted by their wars now, but they will destroy us in time, as we have always feared. Yeah, he's kind of crazy. Okay, we've captured him. Sorry about that. Our bad. So we just turned back over to the link that did this dumb plan. Hey guys, I think we could take that Jem'Hadar battleship. Y'all with me? Apparently not. Still think I could take that battleship. I defeated Keldon. That shouldn't be that hard. Alright. Well, Captain's taking care. The Captain Authores is taking over for him, from us. For us, we have one last duty to perform. We're gonna place a marker beacon at the wreck ag. No A, E at the end. Wreckage. That's kind of a really bad typo. Go to the Organia's last stand. It's pretty nice. Probably a really good idea to have kind of a last way out. An honorable death, if there ever was one, worthy of song. I will see to it a proper marker is placed so that their sacrifice is not forgotten. For now, the beacon will suffice. Everybody pay attention. Yay. Pay your respects. It'd have been nice if they had a better wreckage for this. The marker reads, here we remember the gallant and noble sacrifice of the Organia and her captain, Mercedes Cleopatra Taurus. Oh, that's a mouthful. Outnumbered and outgunned, she bravely faced the enemy and gave her lives to protect the lives of all aboard the Alexandria Museum facility. Captain Mercedes Taurus, crew of the USS Organia, rest at ease. Alright, well, really, other than that, I have to if I could give half stars. If I could give half stars, this would get about 3.5. The story kind of bogs down a little bit at the end. Some of the text is too brief and too, I don't know. The captain sounded like they were at a 4th grade recital rather than they were at, you know, some kind of solemn event or some christening or anything. That takes off a half star, though. Most of the stuff is actually well written, and he kind of does use the ambiguity within the Alpha Quadrant link very well. The maps, top shelf. Fix the respawn point. I'm going to give you 4 stars, but I got to take half a point, because if I die, if I'm a little unprepared, some new people play these, you know that. And if they die, and then they get respawned, and everything drags all the way to them, that makes the mission very frustrating for the player. It's not challenging, it's frustrating. So, yeah, I know it's one mistake, but it's a big one. And I have to give it 4 stars. Typos, I really don't care about as long as it's legible. One typo I saw. Fix it when you get it. So 4 stars. Since it was between 3 and 4 stars, that's going to be a pickup. And it's going to raise it, so we did good. Interesting take on the Alpha link. And really nice set design. Ground fight is a little buggy with a poor respawn point if you are under geared. Alright, I think that's good enough. So that's the Alexandria incident. Oh, you misspelled Alexandria a couple of times at the end too. That's the Alexandria incident by Genji. 4 stars. Definitely not a waste of your time. How much dilithium did we get for that? 1,905 dilithium for 40 minutes of work. That's not half bad, and probably a lot less. I'm babbling and pointing things out and whatnot. So certainly not a waste of your time. Certainly, it's not one of the top supreme efforts out there, but it's See, 4 stars I would consider to be, and I don't mean this as a criticism or a slam or praise or anything, but it's cryptic quality. They've had some bad missions, they've had some good missions. This one would not feel out of place with a little polish in any of, well, in the original Dominion Cardassian arc. It really wouldn't have. So, hey, you could write for Cryptic. You can maybe not make the featured mission, but you certainly can do that. All right, well, that's this week's episode of Far Beyond the Foundry. I wish everybody out there peace and safe travels. And good night.